Alrighty, what is going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to the channel for another market update. Hope everybody's having a lovely day. Well, had a lovely day. Now it is nighttime. And with that being said, get into the TA. Alright guys, so this is going to be a short video. Your boy is exhausted. I cannot deny that one. It is currently 11:44 p.m. And yeah, I would personally like to go to sleep. And honestly, guys, we don't have too much to talk about over here on the indices. CPI came in hot today. You have a massive wick to the downside as of right now. All right, so you have a nice old bottoming tail. It's very much so could have just been like an hourly higher low going on over here. And, you know, as you guys can see, you do have low, high. All right, we're going to disclude that. You got a low, you got a high, you have a low. We're going to have to see if you could take out that high, all right, and continue that. If you were to come all the way down here and take out this low, that is when I'll have to say, guys, we will have sell side structure going on, and that'll be that. All right, but listen, I told you guys in yesterday's video, you passed this 0.786 fib, you're probably going to push up to the high over here. Because we got that literally the next, well, we kind of almost got that the same day. We missed it by 10 cents. And then we definitely got it the next day. All right, so I guess we could take that one off. But now we do have a big fat bottoming tail here, even though we're not at a bottom. But you do have a nice hammer slash pin bar candlestick going on with a, guess what? Big old volume candlestick to go with it. All right, that's valid. Well, I guess it's not a volume candlestick, volume bar. All right, your boy's a little fried. It's pretty late. Just got out of the gym not too long ago. Just ate. When you eat, brain starts getting a little slower. At least for me, I get a little tired when I eat. But yeah, all right, guys. So that is really what we're looking at over here on SPY. I do think you're gonna keep pushing. I'm gonna be straight up. I think, you know, today's recovery was nothing less than bullish. I don't really know what's going to be happening tomorrow, right? Just like none of you guys know what's going to be happening tomorrow. But if I had to take a guess, we're going to continue on up to all-time highs. That is just my guess there. Let's actually change the layout. I just realized I am on the wrong layout. I was going over some charts. I was going to post some charts to Twitter, but honestly, guys, I realized I am not, I am not up to the task right now. I'd much rather go to sleep. Worked 8:30 to 9, and honestly, your boy did not have a good time in the market. I made a very irrational decision earlier on QQQ puts, and I literally didn't even tell the Discord about this. Not only was it very quick on the spot while I was dealing with a customer, and then I look away for 15 minutes, and I'm like, oh, sweet baby Jesus, that is so bad. But yeah, I like knew what I was doing too. I went against my rules, sized up way too massively. Yeah, 100%. Very much so against my rules here. All right, I about $900 into this for some odd reason. I have no freaking clue why. All right, absolutely no idea. Yeah, no, that was 30% loss real quick. All right, got out somewhere on this pink candle right here. All right. Oh, where did we enter? Somewhere right over here. All right, full on FOMO, full on. I saw the move coming. I really wanted to catch it. I did not. And then, yeah, somewhere down here. All right. I don't know where it was, but yeah, somewhere in his big old green candlestick, your boy had to take a loss. All right. Except it was on QQ. We're looking at SPX right now. All right. But it was actually over here. Yep. You guys see that? Yep. Speaking of QQQ, I was literally telling my friend after the fact, I was like, Jesus, this is like and such an ideal long setup. And I shorted right into it. I had my zone wrong earlier. And that's why, guys, when I'm working, I will not be trading. All right. I will also not be covering anybody's shifts. I guarantee that one. All right. Because yeah, someone asked me to cover their morning shift today. And holy jeez, dude, I make such irrational decisions when I am not just, you know, focused on the charts and, yeah, can really just sit there thinking. When you have to rush in between things, yeah, guys, it's never going to end out well. All right. Now, I'm also going to tell you guys this right now. Guys, if you are frustrated at the market or in your trading, you are doing something wrong. All right. I'm not saying that to trigger anyone. I'm telling you that because I did something wrong today and I got frustrated. But at the end of the day, 100%. All right. And I knew this. This is why I didn't tell the Discord, but I knew I was doing something so wrong and I really just didn't want people to lose money. All right. I literally did. I knew it was 100% like some sort of revenge trade. I knew it was a, my friend described it as tilt. And he actually, yeah, he was like, I'm in tilt. And I was like, Jesus, that's exactly what I just did. Because, you know, bar guys are right. My friend was Really, he is a crypto head, all right? But yeah, you guys all saw what happened with Bitcoin today. Guys, we did end up pushing up. We got rejected right here at our zone. Guess what? Wicked up to 48.3K, just like we were. I wasn't saying we were going to do that, but yeah, I did say, yeah, the zone was going to be hit, guys. This is exactly where we stalled out. Guys, have the right zones. I literally had such a bad day on freaking QQQ. It literally, and then I just took a break from doing everything market related for the rest of the day. I gave some updates, but yeah, no, I got really pissed. But again, guys, if you are mad, if you are pissed, if you are frustrated, if you are sad, you're doing something wrong. And I guarantee it. All right? I guarantee it. You are sizing up like you don't have a system. And when you have a system, things like what happened, what I let happen today will not happen. All right? There was no reason to do what I did. And guess what? It was completely out of the system I have put together. All right. What is the system going to include? It's going to include your sizing. It's going to include your setups that you are willing to take. All right. And mine specifically, they kind of all work together. All right. It's going to include profit. It's going to include your risk. Those are really the 4 components I would say that you have to put in. Was that 4? Like I told you guys, when you eat and you get a little brain fog. All right. So what are we talking? We're talking risk. We're talking reward. All right. So you take profit. All right. What the heck are you doing? And honestly, guys, I really like just zone to zone, level to level, guys. That's really how it works. How you're going to see it done here on this channel. And if you are a fan of that, guys, yeah, we will not stop doing this. All right. I really do appreciate you guys. And yeah. All right. We got a good thing going. And we'll be here for years and years and years to come. And this is just the ground floor of Henry James updates. All right. Yeah, guys, risk, reward, sizing, which honestly, it goes into risk. Like, what the heck? Why did I risk that on not a setup? And, you know, I didn't have take profit. Like, I had nothing. I had nothing in what I just described. That system, none of it was used today. And that is exactly what I'm talking about. You're doing something wrong if you put yourself in that situation that I did today. If you are continuously, you know, getting frustrated, just know you have to change. And immediately, you're probably going to see results. You just have to change. Okay? And yeah, the 4th component, setup. What are you watching for? Don't take it if it's not your setup. Guys, I'm serious. I just lose when it's not my setup. So just wait for your setup. They will present themselves. I guarantee it. As long as, you know, you have a valid setup to be watching for, which I guarantee I do. All right, guys, right here. It doesn't really get much cleaner than this. This is what I was telling you guys about level to level. Level to level, baby. You broke over here. You retested it. Right here, guys, this could be your setup. The break and retest is beyond beautiful. You always have a clear risk level, and you typically always, unless you're playing, you know, into all-time highs, you're typically always going to have where you are looking to scale out of that position. Always. Level to level, baby. Level to level. It could not look more perfect than this over here on QQQ. All right, guys, you broke out of your downtrend. We told you all about it. We did. It was over here. You back tested it. Then what happened? You broke out of your base. You did not get your retest. I will not say that. Then you broke above here. We were looking for at least a move back up to here. 402.90. Guess what? You closed out today well above that, $2 higher. All right, we're looking for more upside. We're saying it's not looking like just a bearish break and retest, which can be seen here on the daily time frame. This was one of the scenarios right here. Guess what? We didn't get that. All right, we got this green stick right here. All right, and as you guys see, this is what happens. All right, we're continuing up. I'm also going to actually do this before I forget about it. All right, we're just going to come over here. Come over here. Come over here. All right. Oh, I'm getting a little loopy too. Look at that. All right. What do we got? Guys, you surpassed the golden pocket. What did we just talk about on SPY? I think QQ is going to push a new all-time high. I think SPY, honestly, guys, tomorrow could be pushing a new all-time high. All right. That's really what I'm looking for. But guys, we talked about over there in SPY. It was our warning sign. If you are new to the channel, the warning sign, what? Warning swine. Morning. So what am I talking about? All right. I'm talking about some good stuff here. All right. Guess what? 0.786 fib. You broke it right here. I actually made the video right when we were dancing around right here. I said if you break it, that is when you're looking. It's Rhapsody. You're probably pushing up to the high. If you get a daily close above you, you're definitely very, very, very likely pushing up to the high. You got both of them. All right. But that was all the way down here at 475.20. That was your line in the sand for bears. Bears had to step up. You pushed the high. QQ is about to be pushing the high. That is my personal, that's my outlook here. I don't want to say opinion because that's not my opinion. All right. I don't know if that's going to happen. I can't, I just think it's it's my opinion that it's extremely likely about to happen. Probably tomorrow. All right. We'll look at DIA. What happened, guys? What happened? I understand you got the bears diverged, but you pushed a new all-time high with a freaking, guys, that is a pin bar / hammer candlestick, baby. Into a new all-time high. IWM, you also have the hammer candlestick. Again, all of these have this increasing volume. Now, we did have hot CPI coming in at 3.4% compared to, I think it was the expected 3.2%. Guess what? The market didn't seem to care. I think I saw on Twitter earlier. And again, like I said, I was really taking a break. Sorry, I didn't really post on Twitter too much. I was actually just about to see what chart you guys posted when I got out of the gym around 11 o'clock. And then I realized it was 11 o'clock. And I'm like, no, I'm actually not going to go chart 10 something charts right now, and then also record and put out this video, and then also get my food ready, and then also do what I gotta do. My vitamins came in. I'm hyped. Got 2 bags of vitamins here. All right, guys, I'm hyped. I'm definitely not getting sick, but I will tell you, your boy is hyped. Guys, if you have a bad day, all right, which your boy had a bad day, not deny, it was quite the red day, and I was furious. But again, guys, if you are mad at the market, you were 100% doing something wrong, because these things don't happen unless you pull that trigger in the exact wrong way at the exact wrong time, like I do. And guess what? Guess what? The only time that's going to happen is if you're going outside that system. So, I broke every single aspect of that today. All 4 pillars, baby. All 4 pillars. I hated it. I was just furious. All right. Coworkers trying to cheer me up. I'm like, guys, no. I'm down like 700 beans. Don't talk to me. I didn't say that. I didn't say don't talk to me. But I made that loss terrible. And it turned into $1,300 real quick. And it was so bad. Okay. It is okay. All right. It's okay. I just did the worst pot. I did 2 bad things, actually. One was a 0 DT, and then one was the next Friday QQQ puts. But again, I knew exactly what I was doing, so it was like really the stupidest possible thing, because I knew what I was doing. I was just like, oh, hot CPI. This thing's about to flush hard. And I am dealing with this customer that is buying 10 freaking chargers for some reason, and he keeps talking to me, and he won't leave, and I just want to watch these charts. So yeah, in between, I enter. And then guess what? About 15 minutes late. Yeah, no. And then I'm like, oh, that doesn't look good. And then you just hold. Even though I'm like, I'll actually look at you. I'll show you guys exactly the point where I knew exactly when this thing was 100% going against me. Right here, you broke above this high. You also had a bullish divergence going on over here on SPY. I literally called this out in the Discord and still just held a put position for some god awful reason, and then sold somewhere in this green candlestick. No reason to do what I did. And that's what I'm saying, guys. You're doing something wrong if you're mad. Don't get mad. Get, motivated. And then write about what you did wrong so you don't do it next time. All right, guys, we're going to jump over to individual tickers just to leave off with the indices. All right, guys, all-time highs, here we come. That is what I'm looking for. Boom. Did you guys hear that?
That was easy.
What the heck is going on with my That Was Easy button? My That Was Easy button has not done any ghost noises recently. It sometimes, just does it on its own. And it'll be at the best times, too. And I'm like, is there a ghost in this room right now cheering me on? What's going on here? Ticker number 1. LTR, guys, you got the break and retest. Guess what? The retest on the red day came with lower volume. I like it. Obviously, you see that arrow. We were looking for that before the breakout. Then you got the breakout. Now you got the retest. I'm looking for 1860. AI. Guys, all right? This thing is literally right here, but you did start to break down. Now, if you do want to change the trend line, you can go a little something like that, and you actually held it. But it really depends what you want to look at. If you want to look at this guy right here, you are on the trend line, and if you look on the hourly time frame, sorry, I got the hiccups I just ate. Holy crap. I'm trying actually a different approach that I haven't done since I've been in high school, which is, hey, you're going after that 1 gram of protein per body weight, and I think it's I think I'm gonna really enjoy eating. I'm gonna be honest. All right. Well, it's gonna be really hard to eat, and I'm gonna be much more satisfied, I guess we could say. Like, I'm already satisfied. It's just like that will. You guys get what I'm saying, all right? Protein, it fills you up more. On top of that, it, has the least amount. Well, it's the same as carbs, but, it's not fat. Regardless, I think it's going to be a game changer for just typically eating less. I'm not going to say I'm like fat or like overweight or anything, but, I definitely got down. I got sick. I went from 230 to now I'm at 215. And I want abs, guys. I want to see my abs again. I haven't seen them in so long since I was, training to do something that I'm not even going to talk about because I didn't end up doing it. But I was doing something and going crazy, and I was in beast mode. And yeah, I want to see that guy again. And I think I'm going to need to get down to 200 beans. 200 beans just means 200 pounds. I don't know why I see beans so often. All right, guys, I actually made a pink list. All right, let's come over here, and I have them all organized for us. All right, AAL. Guys, you are about to break out over here in AAL. I just want to put it on your radar. You have Boeing taking an absolute dump over here. Guess what? You also are hitting it with the break and retest. You see my 2 scenarios over here. This was the base case right here. Guess what? All right, low volume right there. RSI almost oversold, but we do have bearish news. So, if Boeing wants to go for a ride, it go for a ride, which is why I say AAL. Money wants to flow into these guys. There you go. It's going to go over out of Boeing. It's going to come over here. And guess what? We do have a potential setup on the horizon. What is that potential setup? Well, you do have the breakout that you could also play, but you also have the break and retest that is probably pending. And you're probably going to get resistance off of this level up here around 15 bucks if you break out. All right. So you could play that, or you could just wait patiently and do that, and you'll probably get a larger move to the upside. And cons are going to be cheap over here considering it's a $15 stock. Cheaper than PLTR, I'll tell you that much, but it also don't move much. All right, but it's moving and grooving. You guys see what I'm talking about? That's a whole ass dollar move right now. All right, weeklies, guys. I'm talking. I don't want to look right now, but we're talking 10 to 20 cents. So if you caught that, that was like a massive move right there. There was a 500-600 move on your cons. All right, CRM, pretty similar setup here. I'm just putting it out there. You have a gap to fill up here around 283. So let's just mark that real quick. All right, it's not going to be exact because I do want to do this relatively quick. I don't want this to turn into a 30-minute video. We got a decent amount of other tickers to cover, which actually we're going to cover the most beautiful one right after this. I'm taking a position on this tomorrow. All right. And, I can't believe what I really can't, guys. I was so mad, but I'm just going to tell you guys right now, guys, if you have a really bad day and you can't get unmad, all right, go to the freaking gym. Go to the gym. Just do it. Just force yourself to do it. Go take out your rage. Go take out the rage the best possible way with the best possible form and get that slow and controlled squeeze on every single rep. And you're going to thank yourself. I guarantee it. Because honestly, I was having the worst. And now, honestly, it turned into the best day ever. All right. I have so much mental clarity. And honestly, I think that's probably maybe why I got, I'm not going to say maybe why this happened, but guys, I got a little sick these last 3 days. And guess what? I haven't been able to go to the gym. Well, it's mental clarity out the window. Also, just clutter at work. I told you guys, I'm not going to be covering for people in the morning no more. Not a chance. I'd much rather sit here and watch the charts, do my trading, and then, yeah, that. All right, but yeah, CRM, guys, watch for the break and retest over here. I do think it has room all the way up to 283. That is what I'm watching for over here, CRM. It is. All right, this is not the sexiest one. I want to talk about that right after this, but this actually looks pretty freaking clean if you ask me right here. You got a bull flag. It's coming off of the break and retest right now on the weekly time frame. I think this looks absolutely phenomenal. All right, if you can hold right here, this looks beautiful. you would like to take a position, here's where you take that position, and you risk right under here, right? I'm not going to give you a special level to be watching as your risk level, but I'm going to tell you right now, if you can't hold this zone, don't play it. This is the break and retest zone. Have a stop like $1 underneath. Your risk reward here in this situation is massive. Massive. All right? $7 to the upside just till you break the high of this. And if you actually do get this move and you do break out, it's probably gonna, it might come with a gap up. All right? You're probably going to come all the way to this gap fill over at $100. You see, this thing has been on a tear. It's been consolidating for quite some time here. We've had absolutely no movement. You know, this is 6% down move, but you guys see it's been chopping cities over here. 37 bars, 2 months, guys. This thing's about to explode, or it's about to, you know, completely just not fail, and it's about to be an invalidated setup if you lose your weekly break and retest zone. I love it. All right. Just a quick Twitter plug, guys. Go follow the Twitter. Go follow the X, whatever you want to call it. I don't know why it still says twitter.com. Well, I know why it says twitter.com, because no one's going to be typing x.com. But if you type in x.com, it just goes to Twitter anyway. All right. But it makes sense, sir, Elon. Guess what? I will be posting some of these charts there tonight. This is easily the hottest setup. Besides that, this chart. Yeah, Palantir's also. Oh, RIVN's also pretty set up. Never mind. Some of these are actually really set up. All right, like RIVN's really set up, but TLT specifically, guys, you got an ugly double bottom going on over here, and I really like it. All right, you have a downtrend right here. You're waiting for the break from that downtrend. You have the daily time frame. You literally just have this ugly double bottom with the neckline being all the way up here. All right, be right up here. All right, the high of this little doji candlestick right here, 97.38. All right, guys, and if you want to know how I do things, all right, I'm not going to go post educational videos to YouTube, but I will provide as much education throughout these videos as possible so everyone can pick up exactly how I do things. If you want to know how to do things and you're new to the markets, literally follow along and see exactly how we do things every single day. I guarantee you will pick all of it up. Guarantee it. Better than other people, better than other channels. Why? Because we sit there explaining the psychology behind what's going on. Guys, someone took a position today. All right? Someone took their position today. You have an ugly double bottom. You have the break and retest on the weekly time frame right here, right now. Your zone's a little off. There you go. All right? It is literally picture perfect. We gave you the exact bottom. Where was that, you ask? Well, it was right here. We had a base loading. You then had increasing volume on this going into the top zone of that base. You then gapped up. That was 100% your signal that this thing was about to run, at least up to here. Guess where we did end up running, all right? Yeah, we had a massive move over here on TLT over the following 2 months. It was absolutely massive, all right? So I'm just saying right here, guys, this is probably going to have its next leg up starting right here, all right? Why do I have two arrows right there? Ugly double bottom, break above 97.38. I'm loving the setup. I'm loving the setup right now, all right? This is the one I was saying I was going to take a position tomorrow, all right? I'm just going to say right now, I do think we push all-time highs, but I don't know how much higher we do end up going. Someone was mentioned the 10-year today, guys, and I just want to say right now, I want to comment on this. I don't watch these things, and I'm going to tell you why right now. I don't see a reason to. I strongly don't see a reason to. Why? Because why are you going to overcomplicate things, guys? We do perfectly fine here on calling, you know, what's likely price action coming, like very spot on. All right, I literally told you guys I was going to be humbled at some point, and you know, today I humbled my freaking self. I humbled myself so freaking hard it was ridiculous, ridiculous. Can't believe I did that. I literally can't. I was disgusted all day. Disgusted all freaking day. And you know, terrible what I did. All right, but TLT, guys, it's looking sexy. As you guys could tell, I had a lot of, you know, anger to put into the gym today. I did. It was great. It was the best gym session I've had in, you know, I could probably say months. I went hard. So guys, if you're having a bad day, just know you can always go to the gym and you'll probably turn that bad day into a good day. All right? Yes, the bad thing probably that's making you angry probably still going to be there. But you will have that mental clarity. And you will finally be able to get that frustration out in some way, shape, or form. And that's that. All right. And also, if you go damn hard, you put your all into something that day. All right. And that is what I think really matters. And that's what I impressed myself with today, with how hard I freaking went. Insane. Insane. Oh, I was smiling so hard. I had an old guy next to me ask if I was okay. Because I had been, so I do 30 minutes on the bike I've been doing it for the past, we'll say like 2 months in the gym. And guys, I'm just saying, add cardio to your weight training. It's actually going to change, Honestly, it puts me in a great mood. I love leaving the gym. I mean, obviously you like leaving the gym just doing weights, but guys, just doing the hard thing that you don't want to do, but you do it anyway, it's going to, and guys, it's going to build that willpower. It's going to make you feel good. It's going to tell you that you just did that hard thing. It's like taking a cold shower. No one wants to take a freaking cold shower, right? But once you take the cold shower, you're going to be smiling afterwards. You're going to have endorphins run through you. And that's actually the same idea with the gym. All right, guys? I'm not even talking about just the gym, all right? Go push yourself. Cardio is actually very important. Yeah, but guys, so today I was watching this video on it was this guy Hendrix, I think his name was, on YouTube, and Leon Hendrix. And I'm watching him for like the first 10 minutes or whatever, and it's on 5 tips from someone who's 100 years old, something like that. All right, it was a 100-year-old sharing all of his tips and stuff like that. All right, and there was exercise, there was food, and then there was love. Guys, I will tell you, all right, love will probably, it'll do some great things, all right? It'll put a, pep in your step. But yeah, all right. So yeah, one of those things was make sure you have 2 HIIT cardio sessions a week. Go hard, balls to the walls, 5 to 8 minutes. Well, I picked 10 minutes, and I put the freaking bike difficulty. It's normally on like 8. I put it all the way up to 20 for the last 10 minutes, and I was pissed. Wasn't even pissed. I just knew I was going balls to the walls, and I was like, he said pretty much in the video, you have to challenge your, you have to pretty much challenge your heart, or not your heart, your lungs, pretty much. Yeah, your breathing capacity, your max breathing capacity. I'm definitely botching, I guess we could say, these words here, this terminology. But yeah, you pretty much have to, exercise those lungs, get the air in. And I felt that to the absolute fullest, and it felt so freaking good. It felt so good. All right. Obviously, my weight training felt good. We hit PRs on everything besides bicep curls today. I'm kind of tight about that. No, I'm not tight about that one. I still want balls to the walls. All right, guys. TLT looks absolutely sexy to me. Someone took a position today. Break and retest going on. We gave you the bottom. We gave you the breakdown. I told you guys you respected for 2 months this channel. Respect the breakdown from the channel. If you did, you had a really good time, and you get to save yourself a whole ass $2. And then guess what? Now you're going to be able to get back in and ride it back up. If it's going to pick that path, it's probably going to be picking that path. All right. Next one we're going to be talking about is SMCI. I'm not really saying this is a setup. All right. But I am going to say right now, target has been reached over there at 357. You're now stalling out at the previous all-time high. You have low volume on the pullback here. It's a solid chance. Hey, you get a supportive market. I think it literally just backtest here and continue on up. Roblox. I really like this one on the weekly time frame, but on the daily time frame, it's getting ready to do something. All right, it is basing here. If you see it break 42.81, you guys see where my alert is. That is when I do think you are probably getting a next leg up, or at least going up to fill this gap for a lower high. It's going to be right over here around 45.70. The low of this candlestick is 45.69. All right. Next one is going to be Carvana. Going. That's funny. All right. A little stutter. Here you guys go. All right. We gave you over here. What told us about this one, guys? Volume. All right. What told us about this one? Volume. What told us about this move right here? You had the back test with increasing volume. Continuation. What happened next? You had someone take a position right here. Volume spike. What happened next? You had this big move right here. It was supported by volume. All right, guys? Volume is the key component here. That is what pretty much tells us every single time that someone's taking a position over here. It's ramping up. All right? It's ramping over here on Carvana. I'm just letting you guys know. Volume. we are starting to get that ramp up, and we're going to have to see what happens. It's kind of in the perfect spot. Now, we were paying attention to this. You also do have, you know, all of these bottom wicks going on here. Well, the last 2 days, you got these large bottom wicks. You're clearly stalling out here. All right, so some sort of buyers are supporting price here. I'm just putting it out there. Nirvana could get moving and grooving pretty quick. I'm not going to give you, you know, an exact level to really be watching, but let's look at it this way. 4-hour time frame, ugly double bottom. Boom. Neckline is going to be right there at 49.02, which is the high of this candlestick, I believe. Yes, 49.02. All right. Next one, I think is extremely sexy. RIVN. Someone commented on Twitter about this. I'm just saying, this thing is absolutely insane looking, and I'm just going to point out, it's not doing what Tesla's doing. That's amazing, all right? I understand Tesla's being dragged down right now, which, speaking of Tessie over here, guys, you literally ended up break. I told you guys, you had to hold right here. You were probably coming straight down to 225. That was your next support. You came down to 225, and you start bouncing, all right? I'm just going to say right now, I think this daily RSI gets down to oversold territory. Maybe you take a little further spill over here on Tessie. I was on the opposite side of Tessie. Still am on the opposite side of Tessie. But I got time on my side. And the last time I had time on my side and I sold, I literally missed the rip that I was calling for. So I'm not, you know, I am chilling. I am chilling. Okay. But RIVN, guys, this thing right here, guys, increasing volume, doji candlestick, right off of, you know, that's your trend line support. That's your broken parallel channel. Guess what? You also have the break and retest going on. You're right here at the bottom of it. If you can hold here, start pushing above, we'll say the high of this, you know, yesterday's candlestick, but really you want to be pushing up here. All right. Not yesterday. I mean, today's candlestick. Really, you want to break above 1939. And if you can break above there, was it 1939? Am I bugging? High is 1976. 1976. If you can break above 1976, you will have, again, yet another ugly double bottom. And then we're looking for something like this, all right? Something constructive, or you just explode. We're going to have to see what happens. But if you do it, guys, you guys could see we literally are in the forming right now, or, you know, we have this in the making. The right shoulder of this inverse head and shoulders formation. So, guys, yes, this chart looks so sexy to me over here on RIVN. You got the break and retest going on. And you also have, you got 2 break and retests going on, and you have a potential inverse head and shoulders formation going on here. I love it. All right. The LTR, I think we might have already mentioned that, but I know we have the last few days. We mentioned it starting over here, and then we're watching this breakout, guys. You got the breakout. It's off of increasing volume. Not much, all right, but you had increasing volume. Today you had the back test with a pin bar candlestick. Guess what? Decreasing volume. I like it. All right. I like it. I'm just going to show this one right here to show that China is starting to get moving and grooving, guys. You do have an ugly double bottom going on here. And if you can break this level right here, which is going to be the high of 76.20, it looks like. Yeah, 76.20, guys. If you can break above 76.20, that is when we are very likely going to be seeing all China stocks start recovering. All right. And that means this guy over here is going to start doing a ting. All right. You're going to do a thing over here. Guess what? Again, with the double bottom. This is, you know, just another China ticker we could be watching. Shop. All right. Shop. Guess what? Increasing volume. You already got the back test today. I'm just putting it out there. This thing ain't looking bad. And you do have a gap, I believe it is. Yeah, right around 83 bucks, 83.50, right around there. All right, so that is where I do think there's room up to. You almost hit that today, but guess what? If you're buying off the back test, you have a clear risk, you know, level to be taken here. And you have your clear reward. All right, you are like me and you like having your zones because they really define your risk. All right, you lose a zone, just don't be in it. I don't know what to tell you, all right? Wait for these 15-minute closes underneath your zones. If you didn't get them before and now you get one, something has changed. That is not good, okay? Right over here on shop, guys, break and retest. Room up to 83.55, but, you know, has room to really start moving and grooving up to, we'll say 90 bucks, all right? Yeah, top of the channel, guys. Should be around 90 bucks. I'm just putting it out there. Hood. All right, hood is actually a downside setup that I'm going to put on your radar. you do have a head and shoulders formation going on here. And look at that, guys. We did turn this into a 34-minute video. So boom, bop, bing, boom, pow. That is absolutely beautiful. As you guys can see, you do definitely have this not inverse head and shoulders. You have a head and shoulders pattern going on. You did have the bearish divergers here on the daily RSI. But yeah, you break this neckline, which is at 11.55, the low of this candlestick right here. If you can break that, that is when, guys, you won't have any support until you come all the way back down here to about $10. So like a 10-15% move over on Hood. All right, worth watching. Disney, I think I already mentioned Disney. Yeah, I definitely did, all right? I mentioned this before. I jumped around my list here in terms of importance here. Yeah, Disney, guys, this and TLT, I would say, easily look the sexiest to me right now. Disney, kind of especially, is probably going to offer the most gains in comparison to TLT, just because TLT is a slower mover. But this thing is absolutely phenomenal looking. I'm just putting that out there. All right, guys. With that being said, I appreciate everyone being here with me. I appreciate your time and attention. Honestly, guys, I hope you have a lovely rest of your night. And if you're seeing this in the morning, I wish you the damn best Friday you possibly could have. All right? I'm talking trading wise. I'm talking life wise. I'm talking work, whatever you got going on. All right? It's going to be a good one. That being said, catch you all in the next one. Peace.